My name's Jeff Niemeyer, and this is my story on how Rich Dad Poor Dad and Robert Kiyosaki changed my life. I was first introduced to Rich Dad Poor Dad in 2001 by a friend. At the time, I had what most people would consider a good job and made good money, but I was frustrated in my inability to move up the corporate ladder. Rich Dad Poor Dad and Robert's mentoring through his videos and his books changed my life forever. I knew the only way that I was ever going to be president of a company was to start my own company. So in April of 2002, I incorporated my first business and I left my job. It was kind of a burn the boats mentality, but it was really one of the best decisions and scariest decisions that I ever made. Robert tells a story about when he was a Marine Corps pilot in Vietnam over the South China Sea. The helicopter loses its engine and begins to fall. Your first reaction is to pull back on the stick. But the training tells you that you have to push forward. See, by pushing forward in those times when you lose that engine, overcoming your fear, you actually gain speed. And by gaining that speed, the aircraft actually begins to fly again and you have control, which allows you to land safely. Starting a business from scratch, let's face it, it's scary stuff. You have no experience, you have no formal training, and when problems arise, you want safety, and the first thing you're going to do is run back to your employer. I call this the J-curve, a time when things are actually going to get worse before they get better. This is when you need a mentor. This is where Robert Kiyosaki and Rich Dad Poor Dad told me to push forward instead of to pull back. Another Robert and Kim story is when they were living out of their car in California. A friend of theirs dropped them off at a hotel with their last $50. They got a room, clean sheets, and a bucket of fried chicken. They realized when they were at their lowest point, it wasn't that bad, and they were able to push forward. I've listened to this story multiple times to pull me up when times are tough. And like Robert and Kim, I no longer fear starting over from scratch. I know I can hit bottom and come back stronger than ever. In 2005, I sold my first business and started my second and third business at the same time. That third business was real estate. Today I own and control millions of dollars in real estate. Some individually through my limited liability corporation, and some through syndications that I've put together with other investors and partners. My real estate assets have given me the security, flexibility, and time for things like my family, having the ability to send my kids to college without student debt, traveling and taking vacations, and pursuing my own personal passions. This year will be 15 years of freedom from working for someone else to build their business. Today, I build my business for me and my family. So to Robert and Kim Kiyosaki, thank you for all you've done to change my family tree. And congratulations on the 20th anniversary of Rich Dad Poor Dad. May it have as big of an influence on my children and my grandchildren as it has on me. Thank you.